Hello there, good morning. You're watching Proactive. London BATM Advanced Communication has started delivery of 2 new COVID-19 tests. The Italian Olympic Committee as a client. Sima Ram is joining us just now. This is huge. This is very exciting and, of course, very prestigious as well.
Yes, thank you very much. The first one is, of course, the saliva-based kit that the Italian Olympic team is using now. And it's already in use in kindergartens, in schools, in homes for disabled. Obviously, it's much easier to do a test via saliva that is at least as accurate as a normal PCR. And in some cases, like the Olympic team, where you have to test them again and again, it's not feasible really to use a swab because noses starts to bleed, it's unpleasant, etc. And there is no need to mention that if one athlete from the Olympic team is sick, it might be the end for the participation of the whole team in the Olympics during the training and obviously in the Olympic Village. So we see it as quite an achievement. And I wanted to mention that the same saliva technology will be used in autumn and winter time, because we predict that in winter of 2021, we will see again flu, a mix of COVID, flu, all kind of pneumonias. So we want to be ready, and we have the multi-pathogen kit. It will be operating on saliva. It will make the life of the laboratories, the doctors, needless to say, the patients, quite more comfortable and easier.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a crucial point as well, because we're not just talking about COVID-19, are we? We're talking about this technology enabling precise diagnosis using saliva samples to be applied across all diseases, right?
Yes. I believe that when you can do something easy, for example, taking samples from saliva, from sweat, from urine, and this is much easier for the patient, and you don't need special people, specially dressed and putting swabs into your nose and throat, etc. Mm-hmm. It makes the whole thing not just more comfortable for the patient. From managing a pandemic, it makes it much easier, because one technician can do many more tests. You can operate it everywhere. You don't need professionals and so on and so on. So it makes the whole cycle of diagnostics, which is basically responsible on the well-being of people, much better and easier from every aspect. So we decided to push this technology. We are lucky that we have succeeded. It has fantastic results. It has been tested in several universities, and now we start to supply it as much as we can produce.
And you've also announced the commercial launch of your rapid test as well, the one that gives the results in 8 to 15 minutes, right?
Yes. The rapid antigen test is now being used in many places, like in the UK, etc., where the source is from China. We look to make an antigen test that will have 2 more properties. One, it has to be more accurate. We achieved together with using antibodies that we injected in February 2020 with the Israeli Institution of Biologic Research, we achieved monoclonal antibodies that are extremely precise, and we got a sensitivity of approximately 95%. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, that you don't have to pour all kind of small liquids into a plastic strip and so on. Our patent is extremely simple. You take from the nostril a small swab, you push it into a small cylinder, you lock the cylinder locks itself actually, and within this 8 to 15 minutes, you get the result. So the chances of messy things and making mistakes is virtually non-existent. So these two kind of tools is, I think, a big step forward. And we are working on some other things. For example, we believe that COVID is linked to cardiovascular problems. There has been suspicions about different kind of vaccinations, but the fact is that more people, we see it in more and more countries, are suffering in late corona cardiovascular problems. We are now in a very advanced stage of actually checking which people are more prone to get this problem. And already in Italy, with several hospitals, we are testing people that are in risk for cardiovascular and blood problems before they get the vaccination. What is the issue? Needless to say, when they get the COVID, of course, we test them again and again. So I believe that very soon we will have more tools to fight the pandemic, which is not over yet, as we can know around the globe.
Zvi, Meron, thank you very much indeed for your time. We'll let you get back to work there at BATM Advanced Communications here on Proactive.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.